Most people regard snakes as deadly killers, which bring people only anxiety, fear, and death. As a consequence of all these, people see no objective reasons to save the lives of these insidious reptiles, which can appear at the most inopportune moment for a person.
Wish me luck.
Such as this goggle cobra. We will return to similar stories later. But for now, let us examine why people save the lives of these predators. For example, in Indian culture, philosophy and religious principles forbid cruelty to animals, even if the person himself or his loved ones have fallen prey to this reptile. In some cases, people are even willing to risk their own lives to save the snake, as an example happened here. While walking, these guys spotted a python in one of the abandoned wells, and since such wells have no ledges or sloping banks, animals falling into such a trap are doomed to death. So one of the brave men decided not to waste time and went down to get a large reptile. At first, everything went according to plan, but at the most crucial moment, the situation changed, so that the guy himself needed help. Unfortunately for us, the footage cuts off at this point, but fortunately for the guy, it was to help the rescuer himself. Not all rescues are conducted by amateurs. For example, these people, who are members of a non-profit organization, arrived on a call where a similar situation had occurred, with a python that had also gotten into a similar well and could not get out on its own. But unlike the previous story, these people are not only mentally prepared for such a situation, but they also have enough equipment and experience to carry out such operations. As a result, we have a salvage operation with a positive outcome and healthy participants. With these guys, such calls are not uncommon. They often even have to face aggressive cobras in similar situations. What's interesting is that calls to rescue pythons or deadly cobras, rescuers get from local people, seemingly the people who are most susceptible to be attacked by these animals. But the religious beliefs of these people do not allow them to harm other creatures, nor do they leave them alone with deadly danger. Here is a prime example of these beliefs: a snake man who came to the village to catch a cobra. This reptile crawled into the local temple and was in no hurry to crawl out of it. It would seem that the serpent should concentrate as much as possible and control the situation, but because of his faith, to enter the temple, he must take off his shoes and go in barefoot. The good news is that everyone understands the danger of the situation. In this case, they limited themselves to just the bags on their feet. Hindus believe that walking barefoot on the floor of a temple helps not only to show respect, but also to imbue the body with positive energy, which enlightens the mind and improves the functioning of all body systems. Moving from side to side, the serpent deliberately distracts the spectacle cobra from unprotected areas of its body, as just one bite from this snake can take the lives of several people. This snake is called a goggle snake because of the two rings located on its open hood. India is inhabited by a huge variety of snakes, which can be found in the most unusual places, such as in this toilet, where a cobra hid from the eyes of pesky people. The author of the video does not specify exactly how the snake got here, but this knowledge does not make the residents of this house better. As you know, trouble comes from where you don't expect it. That's the story that brought a Thai man to this hospital room after he encountered a python while visiting his toilet. The man recounts, "When I entered the restroom, I wasn't counting on an attack and just wanted to do my thing. When suddenly, I felt a blow and a sharp pain in my lower abdomen. My wife came running to my screams and tried to help me, but our strength was not enough. So she hurried after her neighbor, who helped me tie a rope around the animal's mouth and soon loosened its grip." Rescuers arrived, found the floor bright crimson and a 3.5-meter python stuck in the toilet bowl, which already could not frighten anyone. Doctors say that the victim was very lucky and that his health is not in danger. The python also got off just as easily, and after being released, it was taken deep into the woods and released. Unfortunately for some reptiles, not everyone is as lucky as our toilet friend. Some of them, during floods, find themselves trapped in mazes of concrete, and in desperation, try to escape even through a hole that is much smaller than their body size. This poor python still suffered from the protruding rebar, which caused him deep wounds. For an hour, the guys from the wildlife rescue organization freed the exhausted body of the young python. Do you think these people did a good thing for saving the lives of these snakes? Once he was free, they treated his wound and left him under observation for a few days. Don't forget to like this video. See you soon. Bye.